Hi, in this video I will show how you go from body to legs on my four-legged animals. So I will show it on my sheep, but the other ones has same pattern. So it doesn't matter if I show it on, it will be same on the zebra, giraffe, deer and so on. So the principle is exactly the same. What you are going to do after you have done the last stitch on the body is to put up stitch markers, and you will mark the 7th stitch, the 29th stitch, the 44th stitch, and the 65th stitch. And these are the legs that you will now make. And depending on what yarn you use, it may maybe not be like that you end here. It looks maybe different for you. Then try to follow as the picture on the pattern and try to either make more stitches or remove some, just so it stays here. And if it's difficult to understand where the last stitch should be, you can think about that this last stitch, I will show it on my zebra, is actually this one, that one. And this one will be here. This will be here. This one is here. So you're starting here. Your first leg is this one, the back leg. So you will start here by doing chains, and then you do 9 stitches to here, and then you go around. And here is, you will start here. So here you will be do 9 stitches, and then you will do a chain and then continue. Same thing with the other ones. You're starting here. Same here. You're starting here, do 9 stitches, and then you do chain. So to count where to start with the first back leg, you should hold your body, that the neck is here. Try to do it as straight as possible, and then when you have it straight, you will count 6 stitches, and these 6 stitches is here, these ones, and you have 6 stitches here also. So it means that try to count which 6 stitches are in the front and back. And if you say these one are there, then you count here is 6. Then you make sure that the last one is just before, and the 7th then after this 6 is where you start this leg. And the same here on the front. If you have 6 here, you're counting like this from the neck, 6 here. It will become this. Wait, let me see. These are that will be the front. Do you see they are aligned with the neck? So after these 6, you're starting with this. And here, you can say you're counting 6, and then it's 9 stitches. On the 9th, you put this one. So it's here. So 6 here, and then you count 9, and here you will start. So this is how you will count if you come wrong, or if your yarn is a little bit different. I always use a cotton yarn, so I usually get exactly this spot when I do. But it can be different if you're using acrylic or wool or something that can, or if maybe you crochet very hard, sometimes loose and sometimes hard, or if you do bubble stitches and it comes wrong. But the main thing is that is 6 here and 6 here, and each leg will have 9 stitches on the body. So if you don't get if you don't get it here and you're counting 7, it becomes very uneven. Then recalculate your own and counting that 6 here, 6 here, and then you will get it correct. Okay, so we will do the first leg now. And the first thing you do is that you don't continue on the last stitch you had, and then you do 9 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now you will continue on the body, and that is why you have the stitch mark, so you will know where to place the next stitch, and is into this one. And here you do a single crochet. I will remove this one. So I did 1 here, and now I will go and do 9 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now 1 round is done, and you see my chain get twisted. You know what? It doesn't matter, because it will not be shown how this chain looks like, because you will quite cover it. So if it's twisted or looks wrong, then don't mind. You will manage it anyway. But try not to twist it too much. I will mark the last stitch so I know when the round ends. So now I will do now I will continue and crochet around this to do the first leg. And I will now do 9 on the chain. And like I said, it will not be shown, the chain, so it doesn't matter how you take the loops. If you take, I always start with the back loops here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you will know, you see when I twist it, it starts like, I don't know where the back loop is. Doesn't matter, then you just take what you see. 6, 7, 8, and I have to pick the 9th. Is always a little bit. So I got 1. 9. Now I did 9 on the, and you can see even if the chain was twisted, it looks good. So no worries which loops you take if the chain is twisted, because it will not be shown. And now I will continue doing 9 on the body here. And the first one is always tricky to see, but if you are unsure, then count 9 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means that this one is the 9th, and it's really tricky, as you see. That one is the 9 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now it's just to continue as the pattern says for the leg, because it's different according to what animal you do, but this is how you start on all of those patterns that I have with 4 legs. So now you continue and go around and do the first back leg. So now I have done the leg to the, now I will do the bottom, and on most of my patterns you do like work on back loops, so you get this straight bottom of the leg. So I will show you here how to do decreases in back loops, so I will just do first 3 single crochets in back loops, and now I will do a decrease. So what I do is I insert the hook into the next back loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then I go to the next one. I don't do anything more, I just pull here and then pull up a loop here also. So now I have 3, and then yarn over and pull through all. Now I did a decrease in back loops. I will show you one more time. So now I will do a decrease, insert in the back loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert in next back loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have 3, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And the last one. So, as you can see, it decreases into back loops. And the last rounds is 6 decreases in a way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just leave a small tail. So now I will show you how to close this and make it flat. So first I close the hole. So I insert it into the front loops around the whole round. And then I pull tight so it closes. And before I put into the body and wave it in, I will actually fill in. I'll put some filling because it makes it more better and more secured. So what I do now is I insert it into the middle, and then I will go for the inside leg here, and then I pull tightly so it becomes straight. It's okay that it goes in because it will not be shown. You will have your animal standing on the leg, so you want it to stand steady. And now you will wave it in, and it's better to follow the stitches so it's not shown. And then into the stitches so it's secured and doesn't come out. Just a little bit back and forward, and then it's fine. And then cut close. So first leg is done. Now I will do the next one. Then I will insert in where I marked with the stitch mark. So there will be 6 unworked stitches in the back. And well, like I said, 6 on the front. So on the 7th, there I will do my first stitch for the next leg. So leave a small tail so you can make a knot later, wave it in. And then I always do a chain like this, standing chain, and then I continue in the same and do a single crochet. And here I will do 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I do 9 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I will continue on the first stitch I did, first single crochet I did, and here I do single crochet, and then just continue like I did, like I showed before. And if you're unsure when you come here which one is the first one, then count backwards. So there are 9 on the body, and there should be 9 stitches on the chain. So now you just continue to do it as the pattern says, and do the next one. And then when you go on this one, you go the same. Then you start here. You do 9 and then 9 chains, and then you go around. And here also the same thing. You start on this one and 9 single crochet and then 9 chain. And when that is done, you will have 4 legs. So there you go. Now I have done all 4 legs. I filled each leg with filling, and the yarn tail I have made a knot, and I will hide it here. It will not be shown anyway. I don't need to wave it in. It's enough just to make a knot. So now I will do the underside of the body, and I hold it upside down, and the neck on the right side, and I will start here on this stitch. Leave a long tail, because you will attach one side with this tail and the end tail with the other side. So I will use like this. So I'm starting with a standing stitch, and then I do the single crochet in the same. And I have to do 12 here along the side. And when I come to the end, I do chain, and then I flip, turn the piece, and I will now continue on this side. So now I did all the rows according to the pattern. So now I will extend the underside. So I will start by doing 5 chain, 4, 5, and now I turn the piece and I start on the second chain from the hook, not the first one, the second, and I do 4 single crochet on the and I do 4 single crochet on the chain, and then I continue on the base. And when I come to the end, I will extend here too, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the same thing here. I flip and I start to crochet on the chain, and then I continue according to the pattern. So now I'm done with the whole underside. It will look like this, like a plus sign, and it will be placed here like this. So I have 2 long yarn tails, the one I started with and the one I ended with. So I start with this side, and here is about stretching the piece so it fits. Start on the corner here, to the corner, so how you do it is up to you, what you think is nice. If you take the whole stitch together with the next stitch, or if you just take the front loops together with, you can do also like this, only the loops, you do the whole stitch together. It's good that you hold it stretched so it doesn't get uneven in the end, and pull tight to close up so it looks nice. Oops. Now I will attach it here on the leg. I usually hold it here, so I have a little bit idea how to attach it. Much easier when you sit down and do it than standing up and do it in front of the camera. But since this part is not so much shown, it's okay to do it as you wish. Don't think that it will have to look perfect, because it is under the body, so it's not, and behind the legs, so it's not like it's shown when you when the kid's playing with it, or if you take a photograph with it, it will not be shown how you do this. So do as best you can, and don't feel bad if it in the end doesn't look super nice, because it will not be shown. And if your yarn tail, if you did a too short yarn tail and you notice it, then you can just easy take a new tail. You make a knot in the inside, and then you start to sew, so it will not be shown that you took a new one, because you do it like inside of the body, just with a double knot. And then just continue on this side. Try to stretch it so you know that you will not be uneven. And then just continue, and when you're done with this side, you continue with this tail on the other side. So now I have attached the whole underside, and I will do the last thing before I fill with stuffing, and that is I want to add a higher neck. And it is because if I put the head, it will come a little bit like it's looking up, but a little bit neck, it will tilt a little bit downwards. So you count like 7 from this chain that you did first time. You count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here you start. And now you will crochet it like a U. Leave a small tail. And you do your starting chain. And then you just follow the pattern. Starts with a slip stitch. Single crochet, half double crochet, 1 more, and then you do 5 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you do half double crochet, 1 more, single crochet, and then a slip stitch. And here you can actually cut. and leave a long one, because this one you will use to attach the head. So now you have a little bit higher neck. So now it's time to fill, attach the head, make the tail, and then the sheep is done. Thank you for watching.